Okay, it's time to make your vote count for your team.
Our picks are live right now on our 9 News Prep Game of the Week. Ashley Moore joins us with What's on Deck.
Hey, yeah, last week was by far the most votes of the football season, and it came from the small schools, 25,000 votes and counting. But for today's Game of the Week, it's 3A through 5A in all highly competitive games. So if you want your game featured, you have to show out in the votes. And we'll begin with the gauntlet in 5A, and that's the Fairview Knights taking on the Fort Collins Lambkins. Now, both teams are 5-1 on the young season, and this game will certainly be a clash of titans. The favorites coming into this matchup are clearly the Knights. They were last year's 5A semifinalists who single-handedly took down top-seeded Mountain Vista. And this year, their only loss was by 1 point to top Arvada West. But Fort Collins also has just one loss on the young season, led by QB Justin Cranford and running back Jack McKeon, averaging 138 yards per game rushing. Now, I'm expecting an offensive showcase. This one kicks off at 6:30 in Fort Collins. And next up in 4A, it's the undefeated Bear Creek Bears taking on the Golden Demons in what will be a repeat of last year's 9 News Game of the Week. And look who got to do the coin toss last year. Your girl. Now, I'm still working on getting the flick of the wrist right for the future purposes, but as you can tell, we had a good time. And it should be even more competitive this season. Golden is 5-1, but they're going to have their work cut out for them this season, facing the undefeated Bears. I mean, look at this play from Riley Wilson. This game last season went Golden's way by just 1 touchdown, and it should be a nail-biter once again. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock at Jeffco Stadium. And down in 3A, it's the Roosevelt Rough Riders taking on the Pomona Panthers. Now, Pomona was our Game of the Week a few weeks ago, and that was their only loss this season to a top 4A program in Dakota Ridge and without their star player, Emmett Mutson. But he's back, and so are their other playmakers to take on the Rough Riders. These are two teams competing in one of the toughest 3A leagues in all of Colorado. Winner of this game could very well be top 2 in the league. Well, there you have it. All 3 games, Fairview, Fort Collins, Golden, Bear Creek, and Roosevelt versus Pomona. Voting is now live at 9news.com/HSS.
I hope they can match the small schools in voting. Why not?
Oh,
right?
they can't beat it. We
The
need
biggest might
26,000.
sometimes
That's
comes
great.
from the small school.
You're right.
Thanks, Ashley.